Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and these are the ARES Non-Marring Scraper Chisels. They're a thermoplastic that's quite durable. They're made in Taiwan, and you can get this whole set for about 23 bucks. Now, this was a journey to get to that place. I started out way down here, actually here, but I'll start with this. I got these last year. These are Kuplus or something is the name, K-A-U-P-L-U-S. They are a plastic mini chisel scraper with a really heavy-duty, beefy handle. And these use a POM plastic. You can see how solid those are. But anyway, I fell in love with them. These are great. But I wanted different sizes and lengths. Before these, well, I've been playing around with carbide scrapers. This is a Lyle, and I've got a Snap-on, and I'm exploring some other carbide scrapers. But way back, way back, I would actually use chisels as scrapers. I know, it's kind of a bad thing, but I needed a scraper. And a lot of times, you know, when I was doing ski work, I needed to grind off some metal too, and I would always use old planer blades. I used to get them from the mill. They were out of spec for the big industrial planes, but they were still great for you know, making really flat slices across different materials. I actually tried the Craftsman. These are ideal, these Craftsman. I mean, not ideal tools, but ideal as in very well made, heavy handle, striking cap, forged alloy steel. They come razor sharp from the factory. I don't know if you can still get them, but if you see these older ones, get them. They're solid. But I love the Snap-on ones. Snap-on really has dialed in this kind of striking scraper. And I've got the whole set of these things. I've got a couple of multiples, and I use these for everything. I'm so quick to just grab it as my kind of my go-to tool. Different sizes, different edges. You know, I've played around. I've got videos on the Blue Point scrapers. This is amazing. I got it by accident, and it's turned out to be one of my absolute favorite scrapers ever. But anyway, after using these plastic ones, which are way better, you know, or way stronger, I should say. They're different than some of the other plastic scrapers that I've made videos about. I looked up some of this kind of form of scraper and looked really close at the pictures, and the ARES looked way better than some of the inexpensive ones in terms of the handle, the detail, the plastic molding. These are made in Taiwan, and you know, ARES, it's kind of a common name amongst inexpensive tools, but it's a plastic scraper. It's an inexpensive tool, so you've got an inexpensive tool. But anyway, there are different sizes here. If I check these out, this one's about 1.5 inches. This one is 1 inch. This one's 7/8 wide at the blade, and this guy here is 3/4 of an inch. You can see they get softer, more flexible as you get narrower in the blade. This one's fairly stout, but these are even stronger if you need, you know, to apply a lot of pressure. And one of the other things I wanted was a better handle. They're all plastic, they're all slippery, but just something so there was less chance you'd slide forward. They're not razor sharp, but you know, if I was to slice something, or I can easily open boxes with them. They're that sharp. But anyway, using something like this, obviously the non-marring feature, using it on glass or softer metal, wood, things like that. Although you can score wood with it. I mean, it's definitely hard enough to do that. But a lot of times you want to get in, you want to do the kind of the scraping or the prying, you know, the chisel-like idea. But you don't want the potential damage of traditional wood. And if you've got a good, a real chisel, you know, that should be razor sharp. And so that very easily will catch and gouge. In fact, even the Snap-ons, you know, they're fairly dull. A couple of them, I might have sharpened this one. I think I did. This might be, that's more factory. You can see it's not very sharp deliberately, so sometimes I'll sharpen them so you can see that. Or this one I noticed I really sharpened to try to get, it's also not flat anymore, but use it so much, but to actually get a cutting edge. But it's also single-sided, whereas if you look at these are double-sided. But anyway, I thought I'd bring these to your attention if you're looking for a good solid one. And it has that handle with the guard that I like, so there's less chance, you know, when you get out of control, you know, that you're going to slide your hand up across the blade. And the size of these and the number that are in here really caught my eye, considering I paid 20 bucks here and 23 for all of these. But you know, if I didn't have these and knowing what I know about them, I would get them again. They're that good for the kind of chisel scrapey stuff that I do with them. But I imagine you can resharpen them, but I wouldn't. I look at them somewhat disposable, but over time, not a single job unless it was pretty harsh. I think I was going after adhesive under, I think tile squares is what I had been using this for, and it worked fairly well. It's a small head, and there were times I wanted a larger, wider head too, and a longer reach, so that's where the ARES come in. But anyway, there they are, and I'll put links to those down below if you're interested. And with that, Doc out.